This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, unmute yourselves. Red light yourselves.
Welcome to the Park Quality Meeting of the City of Zumbrota. We know how to use our microphones, and we welcome everybody here for this great conversation about fixing up our park and taking care of it. On council order on September 8th, we have a motion to approve the agenda for tonight. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Should be forwarded to the minutes from the last one.
Make a motion to approve as written.
Second. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Accounts payable this month was $14,574.37.
Are the fences up at the dugout yet?
They're not, they got delivered just before Labor Day, so trying to get the volunteers lined up and now coordinate with school and stuff, it's a little bit more difficult, but it will happen. The materials are out there, went over the plans with a couple of the major booster guys and
Yeah.
it looks good.
Sweet. Thank you.
Should have that photographed and finished for our next meeting.
Make a motion to approve the accounts payable.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Accounts payable approved for the month of August. Okay, yeah. Public comment? Any here, anybody online?
Nope.
Unfinished business is the next thing on the agenda, number 6. Approval update. Lots going on with the emails, committee meetings, newspapers, commercial accounts.
Yes, yeah, what's that? Oh, sure. Usually sitting there by the mayor's always like.
It's always unmuted again.
Well, let's start with the demo.
That's under the new business.
That's a new business.
Yes, if you want to wait on that. The school update section is just kind of like carry it every time, so if there's nothing new, we can.
I've got no agenda. Well, the fundraising update, we're still sitting at 600,000. I guess, something like that. There's some traction with Treasure Island. The Zalota Festival is willing to partner with us to let us use their 501c3. Pass through some dollars, Walmart, Target, all of those. We're talking with Holly and people through again pretty soon. Kind of finalize that and make sure we have an understanding of it also with the Florida City Attorney. Subject to review properly. Hopefully we can start generating some more dollars that way. The committee will have a booth of the Code Bridge Festival. I sent that out to everybody. I think they signed up for one shift. I've got about 5 shifts in there. Kathy's Code Brown's got 4, and that's where we're at. So we can't do this without more. I can't possibly be done any more than that. Looking for the
Are there shifts on Sunday?
There are, yep, and hopefully, let's see, right now, 10 acres or 11, well, 10 and new is full. Those are the ones we've got for, usually capital. We've got new to 1 and 1 to 2.
But we don't put them into one. And I have band stuff after that, and I've got education on Saturday, so I'm not even in town, so I apologize.
I'm down here every week, right?
Okay. I was gonna say, yeah, I was surprised to see them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's on silent video, so. We'd love to have you, especially some of the older ones, we put 2 on each one. You know, we can do it with 1, we had 2 for each time, so. Whereas we have 1 in each time, so. Sunday's pretty good, for just 1 or 2 left. But Saturday, we could use someone 10 to 11. And 2 to 3. 4 a.m., 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6. Nope, well, we have no Catholic 5 to 6. We know it shifts up early in there. That's something for you guys, city council, and the whole committee, and administration. That city hall closes, they're busy that though, running around selling up and helping with things, so. Really asking everybody for
How about the full committee though? Kathy,
There were sent all those Kathy's and the committee already signed up so far. There's baseball. I missed, I'm doing shots the last 2 years because of baseball. So I'm covering number 2 of that. I guess it was. That's not easy to do. There's no people in there. Doing what I can from my side of it, so. That's where we're at with that. Hey, we're continuing working on soliciting for donations. Once we have a 501c3, that'll fill out applications for Walmart sales, for targeted people.
so how did we go from not needing that designation and just gonna use the resolution to now we need it?
We've been trying to use that resolution and you can't even get past the application portion. You can't really talk about it. You know, the community was trying to call and talk to some of these big companies and they'll get. So. It was just verifying that to do that. So I think we hopefully got that in place. Just capacity.
Can I ask you about GoFundMe? Is that a 501 situation?
No, I don't know.
It's a
The city's,
business.
the city is certainly, well, the city can't fund it, as our attorney keeps telling us. We're just passing up facts, we're not fundraising. So, yeah. If somebody wanted to do that, we just, we'd have to do a resolution to accept the dollars, a separate resolution.
Well, isn't that something that the pool committee can set up when we go from me?
And that would be citizens.
You can, but GoFundMe also takes a percentage of the dollars too.
Sure.
So it's a pretty hefty chunk to 20%.
So we're gonna
It's
just-
18, right?
Yeah.
18%.
So like you raise $1 million, they get you $200,000.
So we just want to send a check.
Whatever, if you want to keep
Keep
it
it
all.
rolling, for sure.
There is $1 million and we could make it 1,000.
Yeah.
Spread the audience out more wide. The numbers balance out. So. Or maybe there's another option. Maybe we keep our heads above the depression and keep it going and say, good job, seriously. We'll come to it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I don't know, anybody else that would do this. And citizens that are very interested in the pool, they can fill in with, it's going to have a little duck. Bought some rubber ducks and get some numbers in the back of there. We have a bunch of little prizes for children. Press-on tattoos and some ice cream cone coupons, typically. I'm not gonna raise any money that way, it's just giving kids and their parents homework to look at it. So, how do you keep them going? I need it there.
Was that, sign up genius shared with Ann? Did we reach out to Ann?
No, everybody keeps saying that too. Yeah, that's a good idea, I need to contact them.
Even if she can't, she might be able to help find some of the former guards, the recent guards that might be willing to, if they're still looking to have a job. Could that help them? Another update from the pool side of things is we are going to open up an online store for t-shirts, hats, beach towels, swag, merch, whatever. So that's being done through the local North Coast family and Nelson Printing, Lonely Nelson Printing. So they've got just a very simple design and Pam has looked up and we're gonna debut that at the Cover Bridge Festival and then have the QR codes and online store open for like a week or something. People can order merch and then they'll have like t-shirts available. We'll probably have a couple dozen or something available to spare limited supply or something. And we'll have to do it for the people who want them right now. And the people not going to try and overbuy a bunch of inventory.
Yeah, so we'll have that comment for both as well.
Yep. And for the t-shirts and whoever's signed up, obviously can get the t-shirt over.
Thank you. We can move on to new business. Everyone agree with that? Go. We've got slide replacement request. Where's the location of this going to?
That's in Kids Kingdom. I guess it's been, Chris Mack brought that forward, that's been voted off for some time now, but I just brought forward a couple options for that. That would work in that spot.
I believe Parkway still has that fund.
For Kids Kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 116.60, and the other one's 1151. Correct. Which one should we go with, do you suggest? I looking at them the same as you were, Chris brought them forward, he just whipped up a couple options and either one of them were viable options for the replacement stuff, so.
Are they green? Can they be green?
That I imagine probably.
Orange and blue.
Orange.
Slides,
Blue.
there will be
A
a variety.
variety of colors, it says on the one page.
Use 14 inch.
If you want it green, it can be green.
I was thinking the same thing, just to make it match, some equipment.
Makes sense. Best slidability and UV protection. Fastest.
I didn't run enough soccer years, I couldn't tell you if it was.
I think we need to go all sample slides tomorrow.
I just bring my 2-year-old and she can do that.
Oh.
Does the second one come with the ground support or no? Because the first one says it comes with the ground support. If it makes a difference.
I don't think it does, I think that one rests on the ground.
Okay,
No, it says these are made to install at a height of 3 feet from the ground.
Yep, so, and I think that's what it's looking like, I think he has for a distance. So that one, the first option is 1660, also covers 33.
Time and work and then $500 for the ground support.
Yeah, I think so.
Mhm. And then that way we might have a chance of getting it agreed,
Yeah.
And that too.
because the other one is,
Just two
definitely
colors.
says just 2 colors.
So,
Plus, if I remember correctly, there's warranty running that kids can't even go.
Yeah, I can remember, 7, 8. There was quite a bit in there. Yeah.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we go with swingsetmall.com for the slide for a cost of $16.60 with ground support.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thanks for compiling that information. This new covered bridge park slide, we're gonna put a map on the back of it that has a map to Magical Kids Kingdom View slide. You are here.
And Alice in Wonderland's home.
Ryan, do you have a little direction on them for this one?
Do we have any mock-ups of maps or?
No,
I think initially, they were just making a map of the amenities in the area, like, I don't know if it was just a disc golf or mapping out the trail.
I think so, or as much of whatever we want to put on there. Let's do the sign.
Paul,
Lankowski is willing to do it, he just needs some direction on what we want. I don't know how to answer it.
Is it kind of a hole in the middle of it, or is it through the bridge? Is there space for the whole back of the bridge to be on?
Yeah, I'd be on the back of the bridge. Right now, there's a space at the back, but nobody uses that. Talk, there's over. Maybe all the way talk through with the trustees, show the materials.
So how big of an area do we have to work with that we could use for a map design?
oh, it's gotta be. Yeah,
Pretty big.
3 by,
Yeah.
3 by 3 at least, it's a little bigger than that. Is it like 4 by 4? Almost pretty big space. So the guy making the sign is gonna take a shot at whatever we can direct him to, is that?
Yeah, he could design that, if I just tell him. Again, I kind of.
Yeah.
Too,
So
so.
I say we put as much detail as we possibly can.
Yeah, so just do a map out the park,
Yeah,
show the color bridge, the amenities in the park.
the shelter, picnic, and
Campground,
Yeah.
and then even the trail.
agree,
And trust.
trestle.
But whether or not people come in and look at that trust.
Yeah, the papers.
Trust is awesome, the floor is amazing. It's great.
For 5 years, 4 years.
Whatever it is, it's awesome. The only downside of the map on that is you're facing the wrong direction, and I'm not sure if everybody's gonna know the map is there. That's my only take, is you're gonna drive right past it, nobody's gonna stop. As soon as you get 20 feet inside, to look for the map. If it were me and you're really trying to use a map to map out the thing, there should be a separate sign alongside somewhere. Or like we did before, have handouts of the things, so they take it with them. They just have a pocket for maps, so just print them off. Because to go in there and then stop and get out and then a little turnaround, and then you're facing the wrong direction with the stuff that's behind you. It's not the most user-friendly spot for a map. If anything, we could go for some advertisement, like thank you for visiting thing, and then have sponsorship funds, so you could auction off like local businesses and say who wants this month's, you know, we have a place to advertise on their upcoming events or something, calendar events, we want to have for people who are leaving the park. But that's just my 2 cents. But if you had what they have is those, changeable copy letters, you know, we had the little things you could slide in there or something, we could make little plaques you could slide in and out of it or something. Printable pockets or something, so you could change out the advertisement, just like when you go to the movie theater, and you get the little glass case, that kind of thing, where you slide it in, if we did something like that, to me, I think that would get more bang for the buck, got real estate for advertising.
I like the idea of the thank you for visiting the park. We could advertise East Park there.
Correct.
Yeah,
Other parts
love
in the-
that too.
the other parts
in
of
the
town.
area.
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe like a full city map with park location. Oh, that would be kind of neat.
If people are drawn to the covered bridge, then once they're leaving, they, hey, don't forget about
This
this,
part.
this.
I like that idea.
Mhm. So we could have like the whole city on there.
The, sponsors, quick space for, sponsors.
New road is far in the future, but we want to place it somewhere in consideration of new road construction. You know what I'm saying, we replace the pipe road, and we turn it back something, or turn it something.
Well, I wasn't here when we got the sign, but I'm assuming we're using the same pillars and what they're
Right.
all.
So we can't move the sign. The
So
sign.
the sign will be facing the same direction.
Mhm. And with the new road construction, we're still are gonna have that little roundabout area there, right?
Yeah, the curve
That's the
is-
plan.
Revolve or over just basically reconstruction.
We make the wheel, we're just gonna use what we got, right?
I would propose that we reach out to Frankowski and ask him if there was any, like, already changeable copy of that kind of pocket information map, that's a universal thing that can be changed out versus a more permanent attached link or whatever.
Something that slides in there, or something that people can take with them.
Or something that would slide in, like a display case that's only like a 1/2 inch thick or 1/4 inch thick, you can take a foam core or poster and slide it in there. And we can decide to print stuff off quarterly or annually or monthly or whatever we want to do.
Plus the other part sign.
Right.
That would be, we're still on the back of the person.
Correct.
But he does have a coating on the rear of the sign there too. One away by 100 park sign front, and then you have a 96 by 48. Going in the back, so I don't know.
That's good size.
I don't know whether
Yeah, I'll ask him, just what you said, what we'll do with the sun, you know, if something will see. Well, maybe we agree with it. Get it in there, but
Right? Or
just.
four,
Just a
four
section.
separate, or, yeah.
Sections.
Yep.
You know, we use like half of it for the map with the other park systems in town, and then half of it sectioned off, like 3 different things where we could slide in.
17, because that's like.
Does it have to be weatherproof?
No, he's creative. We'll kind of do something.
So I like the idea of it being able to be changed out, that'd be great.
And a thank you for visiting, I think, thanking people for coming and using the park.
It's like, we got you covered.
Yes, get that.
Everyone happy with that discussion? You good with that information? Okay, so we're gonna go to number C, which is the letter, and it's East Park tree transplant estimate. Putting 2 trees from initially over to East Park. You got a couple of pines down recently, right?
Yep, actually, the maple and the pine, last year went down, and then there's a pine and a basket down over there. Not movable size yet. That pretty much wraps up what's in the trees down there that we could get. So, Margaret asked me for them and pointed out that there was a couple of viable options down there.
Pine in the basket.
Pine and basket is this way. I think we could go remotely, we're relatively close to the foot mark. Fill the holes back up.
So whatever they do isn't going to exceed $700.
Correct.
What needs to be done?
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we approve the transplant of the 2 trees not to exceed $700.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, let's get those trees back to East Park. Okay. Approval to award the home demolition quote.
Yes, so I was gonna have this on the council agenda, but your old park board chair, Fred, brought to my attention, I let you go to park board. Well, absolutely, Chair. It almost went to the council without you guys, I apologize for it. But yeah, so, you've got the wording on there, that was actually from the meeting for the council that was being used, but what we were thinking, when we wanted the committee, was that to create some excitement, there's some work going on, while the festival's going on. I think people start saying, hey, what's going to happen? Let's, maybe we'll have a banner up there, and we're going to put together a banner for us. I can't remember the wording on the banner. And again, we're going to do something quick with this, so. That banner's already, we're going to have, Jeff from Public Works Department, fly it up there, and be useful as well. Or 6x6s or whatever, they would hold it up in the police roof. So big sign of banner out there, that's future, or projected opening June 2026. And then, the number, it's more, that'll create some excitement. What I need from you is permission to sign a contract once the bids come in. I'm waiting on Burbach to get the bid package, the quote package is not this. The quote package is it's going to be under $175,000, so I can go on quotes rather than get a bid. So I sent it to 4 different companies, Carl Sanderson, Knudsen, Fitzgerald, Excavating, and Schumacher. Knudsen and Klein, they actually called Schumacher to see if they work with Knudsen. So they called me and said, you know what, we're going to just define why a quote. So we'll get 3 quotes from those three companies. I just need permission to go with the Wolfstone, sign a contract, and get it moving. I'm still waiting for the hazardous materials report. And Brian Jack in to do the inspection on Tuesday last week. And I should have a verbal, I hope it's have a verbal tomorrow. But I don't get the report at the end of the week, so I'm asking for preliminary reports back Wednesday. Because to get them going, and they all have the understanding of total calling to them and total on the road to, we have to have some heavy equipment out there before the tournament. Maybe even not the building down. And they all say, no, we're working on this. So we'll see what comes back. I anticipate, I don't know what the number should be, hopefully 100,000 or less. Which is, it's quite a bit less than it is in the probable cost. And again, that money will come out of what we raise, or what we put in the city for the, budget. That's good. But it'll get things moving, and it'll be on the way for, the actual bids here pretty quick. Construction side.
I'm concerned going lowest price with environmental.
It's the lowest price for the lowest.
A good environmental track record is what that is.
Oh, gosh, yeah. Well, we know all.
They do know our company.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, cross center to move the trucks up, need to move the roof over here for the inside. And, yeah. Cover bridge on the roof collapse there. Should be commission, it's there. Right, I wanted to take one out on Facebook. It's still back. Several different people don't do that. It's just quotes. It's I didn't get it to her because we had to work to do it. We're really trying to pull this off. It's looking like we're really going to pull it off and get something we don't know by the time the festival starts.
I think that's really vital for the public to see some traction up there, and I think that's great to keep it for local record development vendors, so.
Motion?
All right, I'll make a motion to award the lowest bidder for the demolition quote for the pool.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. According to our agenda, there's not much else to talk about.
Along the lines of demolition, I just have a question. What is the plan for the bathhouse in the campground? I know one time we talked about demoing it. Is there any chance that that would get repurposed, or, I mean, it seems like the roof is really, really new on there, if that could be turned into like a little tiny campground store to sell firewood or do something. I was just thinking about that in several laps that make your own pool area and walking in evenings, just holding it to the rest of the board. I don't know. Just seems like a fairly nice little roof and shelter to just demolish. Didn't know what the plan was, or if it was
Yeah, I don't know.
on the chopping block
Yeah.
soon, or.
After the other one was completed, I guess I haven't seen anything that it was going to be demoed out.
Right.
Yes, and city staff would request if it was, or if we had to by the state.
Yeah, it was, well, it was planned to be. The interior was not good for sure, but.
Right.
Everything else, I don't know if it's a very long one. That was the issue I was told. The other buildings.
What was the issue?
There's a.
It was a very long. Yeah, so it was really old now. Correct. This is the. Yeah.
The roof just looks brand new with all the tenants up on it. Just thought maybe it could be repurposed somewhere where there's just a little picnic shelter thing.
You leave it in place.
Right. Right, it's got good cement. I don't know, I haven't been in there. I don't know how busted up and all this or whatever, but.
Yeah, we block walls.
Yep.
I guess you take the roof off.
You notice the, little bit plumbing?
Yeah.
Take the
The street staff and see what they think.
Yeah.
It's a possibility we use it.
Just wanted to see in case it could be reused or something, maybe Larry might have some idea out there of what the campers would really like to see, or what's that other campground or something, even if it was just like a lean-to for firewood or something, to sell it somewhere, a picnic table or something. Just a thought.
And speaking of that, we had some changes on staff. They're retired. So Chris and I is in the streets, the city streets, which, and Mike Olson is the one who did this, so. it would be filling that position, Jeff is going to be interim for a few months, something like that. Some other changes, well, all the way back to Chris's position, with John Olson, he was for the fire chief, so. We were official. So there's been some shit in the image, you know. Yep, that's that. He's still got meetings. But it is not understand. So Jeff will take it, put it on this and see what the thoughts are. We can see what to repurpose it. To repurpose it. Good. Consideration.
It's just a place to put focus on.
Right? Or sit under there while you're waiting for someone to finish using the shower.
Or would there be maybe some grant money if we wanted to redo the walls and turn it into almost like a storm shelter for the or something?
Yeah, it's
Maybe the
still in
bathrooms
the
already
flood.
need to be done.
It's still in the flood. So
Where is the storm shelter now that we can't resist?
very good question.
Because it used to be the courthouse, didn't it?
Yep. Yeah, there's dinosaur keys for the fields.
Yes, he does. Yeah, he's got the, got some massive hospital.
Most campground was really empty over Labor Day weekend when I was out there walking. I mean, it's all full on the seasonal side, but the other part, there wasn't a single campground. They got that one tent that's in the back.
It's not real far behind income wise. Yep. It's about 23,000 something. Last year was 26, I think. So it's not far behind. But that pool there and the bathhouse there, the pool's been really good people.
The turnaround there looks really, really nice, and it's just really nice and quiet and all in there. Every time you walk by, they don't get all quiet. It's really nice.
Do we have a good website for the campground to advertise the campground?
Not really, I mean, we have a little blurb on the website about it, with phone number and stuff, but we definitely need new photos. I've never done anything with the campground photos, so they're pretty old.
That's something we talked about too, as we grow that part of the park. And Mary has looked into on the reservations, things like that as well. Some point if you want to take over all the maintenance and getting prepping for baseball games and softball games, that would require a little bit of money for sure. But that could be part of the reservation system too, so. Things that we have to talk about in our capital planning and whatever. Maybe be able to do some capital planning for the park after moving forward, so.
Can you give an update on the bathhouse or the next step in progress?
Yeah, the pump permit came back with 4 corrections and was sent back in, so waiting for those corrections to be approved. And so it's about a week back. It's had it back here, so about a week ago. Closer.
Any vegetation in this plan this fall, trees or anything like that? Invasive species?
In the park area itself. We're actually gonna go through and inventory all of the replacement trees that were in for the ash. We'll inventory that, that's part of the grant. And then we're gonna inventory for some more ash tree removal. There was a few that got missed, and then there's a pretty good cluster between the campground area and the back of the trail and the cemetery area. We'll put another list together for removals. But that's all part of the grant.
So do we have an active nursery or are we not for the trees anymore?
Those would be the
Last two.
that are viable. Be able to see, everything else is all done.
So what do we have to do to get more into the nursery or? You know, what people can push, that nursery can push.
And I don't think that'll be more important.
Not that I remember,
Okay.
but I don't, honestly, I don't remember where they came from. We haven't gone there for a long time.
No, Mark Barron's was really involved, so
Yeah,
it could potentially came from him.
And we had to overplant the percentage. So there is, before this campground rolled out the rough of this, softball diamond and out in there, close to the trail, there is a bunch of extra plant, where we can move, but we are overplanted as part of the grant. There, but, I mean, you'd have to clean up what's there to start over. The biggest of those trees have gone. You go up there, it's pretty good. Pretty good size.
don't take long. No.
And then we put some up in that triangle, didn't we? To nursery up there.
We did, yeah.
Yeah, at the end
They-
of
yeah.
that new spot.
And I don't know the
Is it
successor to
correct?
that, they don't look great, they were, bundles donated to us from the Soil and Water Conservation at the end of their program. So actually, I had taken one bundle and checked them and thrown them home, it's not even waste management at that point. But there are a couple that slow down. Those are workarounds. I don't think the soil's real great there.
We'll have to address that at the next meeting. Miranda, can you make a note of that so we can talk more about that to get a new nursery going? Because we need to have viable trees to replace stuff like this. We have to.
Because we've taken a lot of trees down the road with the road construction.
Yes.
Another possible discussion point, I don't know if we want to entertain it next time, but it was in the paper about moving that monument that's out in the little tiny.
Yeah.
section on the roundabout.
About that.
Now that that's out in the public paper, or if that's something you want to address and say why it should stay, or why we think it's a good idea to move it, when it should go.
Yeah.
And should we talk about moving the sign too, or we just,
The sign we gave permission a year ago, or better, to put it out by the softball fields.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's the, I don't know if that was the right spot for that either, because that's. Yeah. We mentioned maybe possibly bring that to the school, where the school has their own language and stuff. I kind of like it when you first enter town and you kind of brag about the sports right there. But I agree with that little monument, maybe there's not people get out of their car and actually read that.
Nobody knows it's there.
The sign, championships, you can read as you go by, but that clearly you can't go to. Maybe we can discuss that.
Jeff, can you persuade me not to let us vegetate there too long about it?
That'll happen.
A great example of an evening. There's one time- Something like that.
I do have a local contact, he gave me his card. Reach out to him and see.
These are friendly for people to drive over. The roundabout is more of a suggestion. That's for people who still try and go straight.
Yeah, the
why would
signs-
you do that? It's so steep.
Or there's people that just go around a couple times because they don't know
Correct.
exits correctly.
Or stop right when they're in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are no stop signs in this, what are you doing?
We don't need people to stop and smell the flowers there.
I have a whole bunch of lupine seeds at my house. Just someday go sprinkle seeds.
They could somehow fly out your window just.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shut up my dashing.
you
Oops.
wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, we could make it look a lot nicer.
There's like, one I saw, the fountain in the middle of it, we could make it too soon. You know, like Mystic Lake spotlights coming out of it. And have, our high school champion.
I was gonna say, could we do like a cruise?
Maybe it would slow people down enough so that the corner of Jefferson and Maine isn't so bad.
I like the idea of like just some small wading pools and a wishing well, just throw loose change you can buy as a pool fundraiser.
Oh, see?
These are not bad ideas. I gotta agree. I gotta agree. Thank you for your work, Jeff.
So technically, is that DNR lane?
The roundabout?
Uh-huh.
No, that's, it's been down. We mow.
All right, time to go watch this.
Entertain motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Couldn't even get it out all over.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Full.
School.
My turn.